Alright. Alright, guys, so welcome to the Thursday edition of the Marvel Contest of Champions live stream. This little thing won't quit popping up there for some reason, but had to throw my guys into Alliance Wars defense first. So we're going to be hitting up some Venom Pool. We're going to be hitting up some Pandemonium Rising. And we're going to be hitting up some of the Road to the Labyrinth today. If my champions are up to the snuff, because obviously most of my rank 5s went into... Alliance Wars defense, so kind of sucks, but whatever. So let's hit up some of this first. Still on chapter 2 right now, but should be able to make it through with the characters that I currently have without an issue. Let's see what we're going to do. I guess it's a good thing that they just got placed, because now I can at least run my best characters. Yeah, that looks okay, I guess. Still waiting on people to show up. Nobody here yet. Okay. One person watching. Alright, let's get in here. Start running through this. I don't even like reading that stuff anymore. I think I've got all this completed up to this section. So I got 2 more runs on this one. Let's get through here though. There we go. Not very lively in the chat today, I know that much. Only got 2 people in here though. What do you expect? It's not. There we go. Now we got a few more people in here. Good deal. How's everybody doing today? Let's take the long road. Oh, Black Panther Civil War. Best champion you have to go up against. What's going on, buddy? There we go. That's how you take out a Black Panther Civil War. Jamie, what's going on, buddy? I don't have the capability of putting up any kind of background music doing it like I'm doing it right now. If I can make a little bit of money to be able to purchase the stuff that I need, we'll actually be able to have in-game sound. Need a HDMI converter and a possibly a micro USB to HDMI port cable. If I can get those, then I'll be able to use my Elgato, and then it'll actually have in-game sound. I mean, I could unplug my headphone, but then you guys would hear me like rubbing my hand up and down on the side of the tablet where the microphone is, and it wouldn't come off well. So there's no way to get this thing to work right. I have no idea what this stuff does. That's annoying me. I can actually see it in the background, so no other way to do it though. Wish there was. Steve the Beast, what's going on? I mean, I could put like I could put my royalty-free music playing in the background on a Windows Media Player, and you guys would probably be able to pick it up through the microphone if you wanted to hear that. But I don't know, it'd be kind of weird. I think it would be, at least. Hopefully we can get everything sorted though. What's going on, Tior? I don't want to mispronounce the first part of your name there. Your screen name. Just call you TR. Just going to be running through some of the Pandemonium Rising and maybe hitting up some of the Road to the Labyrinth. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, my cousin actually sent me the trailer for Logan just a little while ago. It looks pretty good from the trailer. I'm not going to complain. Which I've liked most of the Wolverine movies, except for Origins. Origins was a good movie up until like the last 30 minutes of the movie, and then they completely ruined the whole movie. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it, man. I'm going to try and get out one of those videos today after I get done with this. I'm probably going to be doing, well, I'm not probably, I am going to be doing Gambit next. So, Gambit will be next up on the how to effectively use list, and I'm going to try and get that out today after this goes up. But yeah, Logan looks pretty good. I was talking to my cousin about it, and you know, I wish that Fox and Disney could work together, because it would be absolutely awesome if we got Old Man Hulk and Old Man Hawkeye actually in the Old Man Logan story. Because I mean, that's what they're going with. Is, I mean, you know, we got Old Man Logan, so I think it'd be kind of cool. But you know, they're not going to. Yeah, that girl in the trailer is definitely X-23. That's definitely X-23. So Little Miss Sunshine is X-23. So do I have a 5-star that's not in the 5-star crystal? No. I opened Loki crystal. I didn't get Loki though. Paul, what's going on? Thanks for coming by, buddy. Horse or ammo gaming? What's going on? Ghost Gaming Mobile, do you think Logan is going off the original X-Men timeline or Days of Future Past timeline? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I do have X-23 as a 4-star. Dr. Z, what's going on, buddy? I do have X23. Down goes Ghost Rider. Seth Boy, what's going on? Alright, let's hit this one. Oh, that was an ambush. Okay, so we get Ghost Rider twice on this one. I thought for some reason I was already at the end. What chocolate bar do I prefer? I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of sweets. If you could believe that, considering how big I am. But I'm not a big sweets person. But if I had to pick, a favorite chocolate bar, it'd probably be Milky Way. Pyre, what's going on? Yeah, this is the heroic. This is the heroic. I haven't got to finish it yet, so I've been just playing little bit by little bit here and there. Pulled a 4-star Magneto from a premium hero crystal yesterday. It's pretty cool. Magneto's a pretty good character. I am doing, I think it's like part 2, map 1 right now of the Pandemonium Rising heroic. Kit Kat. Kit Kats aren't bad. I like wafers, so I do kind of like Kit Kats. I'm more of a the like strawberry wafer kind of person. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're just like strawberry wafers with a little bit of strawberry stuff in the center of them. I like those pretty well. That's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like old people candy. I don't know. Grandma used to get them all the time whenever we were little, and she would always give us like some, give us one or two of them. I don't know if I'm gonna try and 100% it today or not. We'll see how things work out, but I'm thinking I might try and hit up some of the Road to the Labyrinth, because I've only done the first part of the Road to the Labyrinth. Questing really doesn't take like priority for me when it comes to this game. Ms. Marvel is underrated. She's definitely better than Captain Marvel in the sense that she has a little bit better Fury abilities. So she procs a little bit more, and she can hit a little bit harder. But I like her absorption ability once she becomes awakened. That's a definite. But I like her. I've never had an issue with her. She's um she's a killer for map 5, uh, section 2, poison path. I know that much. Just because of the fact that whenever she gets more power, the more powerful she gets. So you let her store her bar store up, and it's going to take a lot less time, especially if she hits a Fury, to drop some of those characters. But it's been a little bit more difficult here lately, where they haven't been changing up any of the symbioids, and one of the characters on that path is well, not one, but like three of them are Mystic symbioids. So you kind of have to bring in a Hulk for that one. What's the most disgusting food I've ever had? Um, I'm not a big fan of beans, so beans are kind of disgusting to me. I was whenever I was in college, I dated this girl, and her mom like made soup beans for dinner one night while I was there, and it's like I had to eat them, because if not, they'd be like really rude, and that was pretty disgusting to me. I just I've never liked the texture of beans. I never have. I've never got used to them. So it was kind of that was disgusting to me. It was like I ate the whole bowl, but it was like I felt like I was gonna vomit the whole time that I was gonna eat them. I have never ate a mountain oyster, Jamie. I don't know. I know what they are. I know what mountain oysters are, but I've never had any before, so I feel kind of sorry for the people that have had mountain oysters, but or the people that do enjoy them. It's kind of gross to think about. Like I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like watching Fear Factor back in the day when it first came out, watching people eat like mountain oysters and bull penis and all this other nasty stuff, man. Like I don't know, I don't know. Who's my favorite YouTuber to collab with? I like most of the guys that I collab with. I don't think I could really pick anybody. I think they all have like their different. They all have their different personalities and stuff. So 789 gaming. What's going on, buddy? Ah, should have took him out there at that. I mean, I like them all. I like doing work with Tim. I like doing stuff with Rich. I like doing stuff with Rizzo. Yeah, let's try to get the 10 likes. Yeah, go for it, guys. I don't really pay attention. I can't see what the like ratio is to the people watching it. Sometimes, like I don't know. Sometimes there's like way more people that come in than I actually think that are or have been here at a point in time. So I mean, to me, I'm just watching who is actually watching it live. So and that fluctuates throughout the whole thing. Like I'm lucky if I get like 15 to 20 people sometimes, but we're not the biggest channel either, so I'm not really expecting like huge, crazy numbers whenever I do live streams, but I would like for like more people to watch it after the fact. Because it takes a long time to do these. That's the reason I don't really like doing live streams is because no one really ever goes back and watches them on my channel. I mean, most of the time I get more views out of just doing videos. And if I do a 2 hour live stream, that kind of cuts into the potential for doing like two videos. So, I don't know. I want to do some stuff with Tim as far as like some other games go. I think we could do some pretty fun stuff with 7 Days to Die. So I'm just waiting because I don't have the computer capabilities to be able to run 7 Days to Die on my computer, or I'd already be trying to get him to make videos with me on it because he's got 7 Days to Die on his computer now, but I don't have those kind of capabilities, and the only thing that I have to run it off of is my PS4. So I gotta wait on him to try and get a PS4. I've been bugging him about it since before he got his computer, so hopefully we'll get that. I love doing 7 Days to Die. I just think it's so much more fun being able to do it with somebody else because you get that dynamic with it. If not, it's just you running around building stuff and you know, it's just you running around building stuff and killing zombies. Yeah, there's always going to be someone that dislikes my stuff, so I'm not worried about it. There's always one person, at least one person. If you go back and look at the past 4 or 5 videos, there's one person, always one person that dislikes everything. So there's always gonna be haters. Marlin Fish, what's going on, buddy? 7 Days to Die. Yeah, it's PC. It's console. It started out as a PC game, and it was awful back in the day. Like when it first came out, the graphics on it were horrible, but it was a really cool game, and it was like a cult classic. So they've had so many people play it over the years that they've been able to just to gradually make the graphics better and better and better. And if you're playing it on PC right now, Alpha 15 is absolutely insane looking. They've added so much new stuff to it, and it's just the graphics are so awesome right now. We don't have that on the PS4 yet though, so it kind of sucks. I I can't play Two Brothers. Like the last episode that I did on here, I got to that section where I had to get the key to free the female giant, and it wouldn't let me get the key. It wouldn't let me get the key. So it didn't matter how many times I went back in. I played it over from the start and got back to that point, and it wouldn't let me get the key. So I was stuck. I would have loved to have finished that series. It was a good game, but it was just glitched out for some reason. So sucks. Thanks, Pyre. See, that's what I'm thinking, Jamie. It's like every single time they come in, it doesn't matter. They come in and they click on the video just to dislike it. So I mean, they're adding ad revenue to to me. They're giving me money for views just by coming in to dislike it. So I really don't give a crap because you have to click inside the video to be able to dislike it. I have played Marvel Future Fight. Thanoa, what's going on? Eat a habanero for 4 subs, 4K subs. Um, I would probably enjoy it, to be honest with you. I know that a lot of people don't like spicy hot stuff. I do kind of like spicy hot stuff though. Jurassic World. I don't play it anymore. I've deleted it off my tablet. I've deleted Marvel Future Fight off my tablet too, so I'm not a big fan of the setup and the way that Marvel Future Fight works. It's not I don't know how to explain it. Just the mechanics of the game kind of I don't really like them. Tyler, what's going on, buddy? There's that one down. Moving on to the next one. So we get 20. Get 20 units. Doctor Strange or Thor? I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange a lot more. I think he's got more beneficial purposes just because of the fact he can heal himself throughout the fight. Um, mm, we need to get rid of that second Quake path on this turn, I think, so I can go in and have it over with. Yeah, the new duplicate event, it's kind of crazy. I mean, we've had it before, so it's nothing. I mean, most of those events that they took away before were really kind of big cash grabs, so I think that's kind of the reason that they strayed away from doing those and brought in Summoner Advancement, because most of this stuff, most of those old events, they still have, but it's all combined in a Summoner Advancement. Same goes for the dupe event. It's all combined into that Summoner Advancement event that we have now, and it's just it's kind of ridiculous to bring back old events that were just basically made up primarily just so people would spend. That's why I thought whenever they said they were bringing back a new event, they were just going to be bringing back the old crystal opening event, because that which I mean draw dupes is kind of the same thing, but you're only getting points for if you duplicate a champion. The old crystal event was you just open crystals and you got points for it, which featured champion crystals were worth so much more than anything else. So it was really a way for them to make people to spend money to be able to get stuff. Do I like Goldberg? I did like Goldberg back in the day. I liked Goldberg when he was, wrestling in WCW, but I don't. I'm not real big on all these older people coming back now. I think that WWE is going in the right direction with the way NXT's being ran and bringing all these guys in from the indie circuit or TNA. I like most of those guys, like AJ Styles and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I got like Eric Young and Bobby Roode and Samoa Joe and all these other guys in NXT. So I don't know. Am I going to watch SummerSlam? No, unfortunately, I can't afford to get the WWE Network every month. I can't even afford to get my my Marvel Collector's Core boxes anymore. So like the last video that I did, that's the last one I'm doing because I just don't have the money right now to be able to get them. Got bills to pay, and then I got stuff I got to try and buy to make the channel better. So that's a priority for me. But I haven't been watching wrestling here lately. Tried to. Oh, I hit her before she did that. Ah, son of a... I'll take her out before concussion kicks in. I'm trying to block it, but... Yeah, see, I like Batista more as Drax. I would rather see Batista just stay in Hollywood and do stuff. I don't think we need him back. I like the fact that we've kind of strayed away from that atypical huge guy thing that Vince McMahon always had for big, huge superstars. With, like, having AJ Styles and Kevin Owens as champions. My favorite superhero just depends, really. I mean, I like a lot of characters. It's hard to say who exactly my favorite would be, just because of the simple fact that I like so many of them. Nobody's won the giveaway yet. It's still going. It doesn't end. Doesn't end till Sunday. So there's still time for people to get over there in that video and comment to be able to win. I always give people a week. I always give people a week because it seems like it's about how long it takes for most people to find out that I've posted a video. I don't get a lot of same day views that I post videos like a lot of people that make YouTube videos do. I don't know if like people just don't have me set to notifications whenever I put videos out or not, but my views usually range between like the first day until like 7 days later. Which I mean it's fine. It's fine, but You mean, is it fair if people spam the comments? They're only getting entered once. I keep an eye on who's entering the contest. If they spam the chat or spam the comment section, they're only getting entered one time. So, what do I think about Doctor Strange Marvel now? I think he's going to be more of a defensive character than he is a offensive character, which is exactly what we have right now. Well, see, Dr. Z, that's what I do with the people I'm subscribed to, which I'm only subscribed to 3 people. But so I watch those three people every single day. I watch their videos every day whenever they post them up. If it's something I find that I would be interested in. But I mean, for having over 4,000 subs, we really don't. I really don't get the views, man. I don't know. I don't get the views that I think should go behind for 4,000, which I don't know. A lot of those people probably aren't even on YouTube anymore or don't even check their accounts anymore. Might even not even check YouTube anymore. So, I don't know. That's the big thing, though. I need people to come back and watch videos that do sub over and over and over again. That's how we're going to make the channel grow. That way I can actually do more stuff. I mean, potentially, if we were making enough money from YouTube, I would like to do more giveaways than just, the 1,000 sub giveaways. I'd love to be able to do more. I don't know why other YouTubers don't do it if they're making the money to be able to do it. Nice, man. So, no, later, buddy. Later. Loki. The one character that I actually wanted from this game opened up like 20 of his crystals and opened up a 5-star and still didn't get the stinking guy. Ultra Nationalist Prime? I have no idea what that is. I mean, if you could explain to me what it is, maybe. Later, Pyre. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Oh, any time. I try to keep an eye on the comment section. So, what's my goal on you on the tubes? My goal, to do videos to entertain people and hopefully make a career of this. I mean, technically, it is a career for me right now. I'm making money doing it. I can pay like half of my bills doing it. The goal ultimately is to not have to be able to do any side jobs to make money to pay my bills. Just everything comes straight from this, and then be able to make a little bit of extra so I can take care of me and my kids, and hopefully be able to give back to you guys one day. Thoughts on Super Gaming Family? Super Gaming Family does his own thing, man. I don't have any problems with London Town. I think London Town's he's a funny guy. He's very energetic. So, I mean, you either like him or you don't like him, but there's no reason for people to hate on him as much as they do, I don't think. Oh, you son of a... That wasn't even unblockable. Guy's just trying to do what he does, And he does it well, so... There's just some people out there who don't like him for that fact. But I don't have any problems with him. I don't think he likes me, but... I don't think there's a lot of people out there that like me, so... But that's because I'm an asshole, and I just don't really care what... A lot of times. Assad, what's going on, buddy? I know you guys like me. I mean, people that I work with sometimes, I can come off very evasive, I guess. I don't, if you guys watch Markiplier with, when he does like collab work with other people, I'm kind of that way. I'm very sarcastic, so I think it comes off like wrong sometimes to a lot of people. Because like when I get to know you, if I like you, I'm gonna joke with you. I'm gonna ass around, and I'm gonna make jokes about you. I make jokes about me. I think it can come off it can come off bad sometimes with some people, and they probably don't like it or they can't take jokes. So I don't know. I'm basically the same way, like old school gamer troll type deal. You know, you pick on people, you make fun of people, but it's all in good fun because if I didn't like you, I wouldn't make fun of you to begin with. You know, that's the way gaming was back in the day. And that's the way. That's the reason that guys like Markiplier act the way that they do inside of their videos. It's just one big troll. So I don't know. I like you, not as love you, but I really like you. I get you. I understand. I understand that. Yeah, that's cool, man. But yeah, I just like to carry on and have fun. I used to like people I used to hang out with back in the day, yeah, outside of gaming, and just run around whenever I was younger. People would take me the wrong way a lot of times just because of the fact I would say stuff to them that they didn't really comprehend, I guess, or they didn't take the right way. People are very much little delicate flowers these days who can't take insults even if they're meant in a good way. I like to roast people. I don't know. If you've seen any of like Turbo Tim's videos where I come in and just start trolling him during his live streams, that's exactly the type of person I can be in real life. I just like to troll people. That's why I don't really have problems with trolls and like streams and stuff, as long as they stay to like a minimum and not like bring it up on top of other people. Uh, Cause there's a reason for trolling. It's fun. I've been on the internet since like 1998, so or earlier. I might have been on the internet in like 1995. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, so you pretty much name it, I've seen it on the internet. But most people are delicate little rosebud flowers these days, and if you say anything to them, they get butt hurt over it. So it's hard to watch what you say when you try to be yourself around people, because then you can't really be yourself. Hopefully, once we finish this up, we'll be able to do a rank up. If I can finish up this Pandemonium Rising sometime. Yeah, everyone has too much salt. Everyone has too much salt, or to put it in like a sexist term, I guess. Most people got sand in their vagina. Get too many people staying at the beach way too much. See, now I don't know, hippies. Hippies weren't exactly kind of like they're not exactly the best example, because hippies are kind of cool. Like, I like some hippies. I knew this one old guy. He was really cool as could be, and he was straight up hippie. But I don't know, if you're an actual like true spirited hippie, then it's like you don't really care what happens. You're one of those go with the flow kind of guys. 3.5 million should be enough to get Kamala Khan. I think it was like 2.6 or something in the last arena. So you might be okay. I don't know though. Where this was a weekend arena, there might be more people playing it. So yeah, I just have to wait and see. But I'd say 3.45 would be enough. Am I a fan of Pokemon? Heck yeah, man! I used to love Pokemon. I used to collect the trading cards, like back when whenever the first trading cards came out, I used to collect the Pokemon trading cards. So I used to love them. And then when the TV show came out, it was even better. My kids love it too. Like my oldest one does. He absolutely loves Pokemon. So we still watch it. There's days when the kids aren't here that sometimes I go in and I watch Yokai Watch. Yes, I turned on yesterday between streams, after the contest stream and before the animation throwdown stream. I went in the living room and just turned on Netflix and started watching Yokai Watch. I'm not afraid to admit it. Did I try out the demo of Sun and Moon? No, I don't. I don't have any kind of handheld games to be able to try that kind of stuff out. Atticus does though. I've got Sun and Moon pre-ordered for Atticus. He got, which his birthday was this past Saturday. Well, not his birthday party was this past Saturday. His actual birthday was last Wednesday. But we got him the new Yokai Watch game, Yokai Watch 2, and he's got Sun and Moon pre-ordered. I don't know exactly which one he pre-ordered, but he pre-ordered one of them. So he'll have it come in whenever it comes out. I'll watch him play it some. I've never been a huge fan of the newer handheld games. Like the PSP kind of screwed it over for me. Mikey, what's going on? I just don't like them. I don't like the double screen things. I'm more of an original Game Boy kind of guy, Game Boy or Sega Game Gear kind of guy. Just kind of hold it like a tablet, and it doesn't have like two screens that you have to watch. So I watch Atticus play his games sometimes. Like I watched while we were waiting on his mom to pick him up this past weekend. I was watching him play his Yokai Watch game, and I helped him play it a little bit. Because he has trouble, like, catching some of them. So he hands it to me, and he's like, can you catch this for me? Or there's certain parts in that Yokai game where it's like you have to spell out the characters' names to be able to get them. So it's like he'll come to me and ask me if like I can spell the name for him. How many cigarettes have I smoked so far this stream? 2. I started out, I was smoking one whenever it started, and then I had one whenever, just a little bit ago. I'm not smoking right now, though. I don't recommend anybody else smoke either. It's a very, very nasty habit that I wish I'd never picked up, but I've tried quitting 2 or 3 times, and it's just hard to do. But I've only been smoking since 2005. I didn't start until I was in college. I wish I never would have started, but Atticus doesn't have a contest account. He's not allowed on the internet at my house. He's too young, as far as I'm concerned. He's only 8. I don't think 8-year-olds need to be on the internet. No offense if anybody here's 8-year-old, but that's just my rules. I don't buy them phones. I don't buy them anything like that. I don't think they need them. Not that young. I should get a 4-star for every 5 I smoke. I wish. I wish that was the case. If I got a 4-star every 5 cigarettes that I smoked, then I would at least have 4 stars a day. At least 4 stars a day. What college did I go to? I went to a little college called Glenville State College. It's actually the same college that Channing Tatum went to here in West Virginia. So kind of cool little facts. Channing Tatum played football for Glenville before he decided to go to Hollywood. But I went to Glenville State College and I studied psychology, applied psychology slash sociology. But I only made it a year and a half in. What do I think of the new Deep Wounds? I'm not getting it. I don't like any of these new masteries. I think they're just, a new way for Kabam to suck money off of people. So, Marlon, even if I did quit smoking, I don't think I would spend the money on crystal openings. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Even the money I could save from smoking. Um, but really, it's more to me. It's like I would rather smoke than kill somebody right now. So, because I'd probably end up killing somebody if I didn't smoke. I don't know. I don't know. Vape train. Yeah, I worked at this little call center before worked at the gas station. My last job. I did technical support for Frontier, and every time you would go outside to take a smoke break, that's all you ever saw was people, vaping. And people would always ask me, "Why do you smoke cigarettes and not vape?" And I would always tell them it's because I like my nicotine to taste like death and not cotton candy asshole. Oh, what's going on, Kilogrins? How's it going, buddy? Oh, buddy, I do duels. I do a dual live stream. I'm starting to do them every single week. I'm starting to do them every single week on. Oh, Jesus Christ! On Wednesday, everybody cracking up over the cotton candy asshole. It's true. Like there's so many different there's so many different flavors that you can get of a vape, and it's I don't know. I think the funniest story was there was this one guy there. He was in my training class, and oh come on, buddy, it's just one word. Um, there there was one guy who I trained with who vaped, and he uh, he was just kind of sitting there, and I offered him one of my cigarettes. I was like, "Be a man, if you're gonna vape, be a man and actually smoke a cigarette." So he took one. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything at all. He just took it, and I handed him my lighter and lit it up for him, and he started to smoke. And like one puff in, he started like hacking his lungs up, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Have you never smoked before?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, why do you vape?" He's like, "There's no nicotine in my vape. I just do it for the taste." And I'm like, that is so ridiculous. I don't know. I thought it was absolutely crazy. Smiley Gaming, what's going on, buddy? I mean, I've got a vape stick for whenever I run out of cigarettes, but I would prefer to smoke cigarettes. I know they make tobacco flavored. That's all I have is the menthol flavored vape stuff. So I don't. It doesn't taste like a cigarette to me. It doesn't taste like death. I like the taste of death. I don't, I don't know. uh, Killigren's over here though. He's killing me with his videos and posting up these videos with comic books in it and showing off all these old comic books that I used to have. I think he probably bought some of them off of me about 2.5 years ago, and I just don't know it. He probably didn't. I just like giving him a hard time. Yeah, one day when I'm a YouTube millionaire, I'll start rebuilding my collection in like, 2075, like the year before I die or something. I figured they're going to have different stuff in the form of mastery points every time that they add a new act, you're going to get a new kind of support system. So you'll pick up 5 more levels every time they introduce a new act. So if they introduce the next act, we'll end up with, going to being able to go up to 65. And then I think like what we got two mastery points or something from running and completing the whole thing. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I completed Act 4. I think they'll make ways, though, that we can get more mastery points. Oh, yeah, there definitely will be an Act 5. It's If they've got plans all the way up to 2020, I'd say we've probably got story arcs written up for at least up to Act 5, Act 7, maybe Act 7, Act 8. I don't know. All right, Mikey, buddy, take it easy. I'm probably going to try and run for like 2 hours, maybe, or until I run out of energy refills. We'll see how long it lasts. One mastery each for exploring 2, 3, and 4. See, I mean, we'll at least get one extra one whenever the next one drops. So you'll have 5 initial, because they're not gonna add another act without like raising the max cap on your levels either. That's the way most games do, at least. Every time they would introduce something new into like Star Wars: The Old Republic, your max cap would go up. But eventually, I mean, they're going to have to. If we're going all the way to 2020, I'd say there will be eventually 6 stars. I would think there would be, at least. It makes sense that that's the way they would go. I mean, it was a slow rollout, and it still is a slow rollout for 5 stars. But eventually, you're going to have to do something with the game to keep the big spenders staying. So just give I give Tim crap all the time. So that's not an issue. Yeah, the plan up to 2020, that could be BS. It could be. I mean, it could be as simple as the fact that they've mapped out what characters they want to bring in until 2020, though. Because I think that that's pretty long term thinking, and it can be a bad thing and it can be a good thing, too. I think sometimes the longer you plan stuff out, the worse it can be because you're not really flexible to some changes that need to be changed on the spot, but I don't know. Um, what are my thoughts on the $800 million bid for Kabam? It's not Kabam. It's just their Canada company. It's just that branch. So it wouldn't be Kabam selling out completely. It's just that branch that created Contest of Champions and the one that's working on the Transformers game currently. So they're just trying to buy that studio. Just that one studio. Kabam will still be a thing. But it doesn't surprise me. I mean, look at what they've made. Look at what they've made the company with this game. You know, that's a pretty good evaluation. So most of their assets, yeah, the good parts of the company that came out of it did come from that studio. I mean, this is the best thing they've done. This is the best thing they've done by far as money goes. I mean, I think the only other things that they have going right now is the Need for Speed game and some like crime game or something like where you're I don't know exactly what it is. They've only got two games on the app market that I've seen. It's gonna be they're doing a Transformers game and it's gonna be just like this one. It looks almost identical to this. So have I played the Need for Speed? No, I haven't played their Need for Speed game. I haven't played the only other game that I've played that they've put out was that Star Wars game that they nixed and killed. And I didn't even play it for like an hour or two, and then I was like, nah, I don't like it. But that Transformers game that they're putting out, it'll draw probably just as much money as this one, because it's going to be set up exactly the same way. I mean, if you see any of the pictures that they posted out there about it, it's basically a carbon copy of this game with the same crystals and everything. If you want something new, you can always play Transformers Earth Wars. It's kind of like a Clash of Clans style game. It's pretty decent. Well, see, they took a really good format for that DC Legends game. They basically did that off of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or whatever. It's basically it's that DC Legends game is just a complete carbon copy of that game. That's what most of these companies do is they take these good they take the games that do the best in the market and then they just kind of refranchise it out to different things. So Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes took off really well. It still does really good. So a lot of people just do carbon copies of it. This game's done really well, so they're going to make a carbon copy Transformers game out of it. Mortal Kombat X. They did the same thing with Injustice, and they did the same thing with WWE Immortals. Basically the same exact games. In my opinion, who's better, regular Magneto or Magneto Marvel now? I like regular Magneto because he has his ability, his signature ability, works the entirety of the match, so you can only take so much damage from one source the entire match. Whereas Magneto Marvel now, it's only at a certain point once he loses health that it really kicks in. And I also like the fact that Magnetize for regular Magneto is the entire match and doesn't go away one bit, but Magneto Marvel Nows goes away every now and again on a timer. Ryan Barrett, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, Venom, was it Venom Pool's in there? So it's kind of cool. No problem, buddy. I used to play that Transformers Earth Wars games, but it just seemed like the only way you could get ahead in it was to spend money. So, and that was even with the company like giving me a little bit of backup. You know, I liked the company. Space Ape's a good company. They like to work with YouTubers, so that was a really good thing. They understand the fact that we're giving them free publicity, so they wanted to do what they could to try and help us. That's how a lot of these guys out there that do Transformers Earth Wars get to show off some of the newer characters that are introduced into the game beforehand. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Which I've started some communications with the company that made Animation Throwdown yesterday. So we'll see how that works out. Just wrote them yesterday on Twitter and asked them if they wanted to potentially work with some YouTubers. And they seemed like they're interested in it. So we'll see what comes of that. Get caught with a special trying to watch chat. I mostly just want to get into stuff for news. If that's what I told them. Like, if I can just get like some little news snippets that'll be able to tease people new stuff coming out, new events, things like that. I think that would be pretty awesome. That carbonadium core, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really mess with masteries. My masteries are set to where they're at, and that's where they're going to stay at. Like I really don't toy with masteries any. I don't like messing with the new stuff because it's just you sink your money into it. If you don't like it, then you just got to take your money back out of it and then put money somewhere else. So yeah, thanks, Jamie. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I always post stuff. I always post up like 5 minutes beforehand whenever I'm going to stream. But I'm going to be doing it on the regular. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday we'll be doing live streams. Yeah, it is expensive to unlock them. It's also expensive to get them back if you don't have like the little recall stones, the little recall mastery stones. Then it's going to cost you a ton just to pull them back out, and then you have to put them right back in, and it still costs units to put them back in certain spots. So I don't think it's been given a title yet, the new Transformers game. So I hope so, man. I hope we get more viewers in. I hope we get more people. I hope we get more subs. Cause that's the only way that's the only way the channel's gonna to grow, and it's the only way I'm gonna be able to make money to be able to give you guys back stuff. It's the only way that I'm gonna be able to make money to keep doing it the way I am. You know, I know that like doing YouTube's not all about making the money, but it would be nice to at least be able to pay the bills. The only way I can do like video, like live streams with the camera on, would be if I'm able to make enough money to buy the stuff that I need to run my Elgato with my tablet. If I can do that, then then it'll be fine. But I need like 40 or 50 extra dollars to be able to buy the stuff that I need. So they did come out with a name. Forged to Fight's the name. Kind of a lackluster name, I guess, but we'll see. Yeah, man, go check out Killigren's channel. Everybody check out Killigren's channel. Killigren's a pretty good guy. I like Killigren. We've talked once now. I enjoyed having the conversation that we did have. He's got a really nice setup for just starting out on YouTube, so definitely go check him out. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, no problem, Kill. No problem, buddy. I like to put people out there, man. I like working with new people. You look and see if I ranked in the top 200 for Phoenix watching on my phone at work. Don't want to leave the stream. Yeah, we can go look at that real quick. Just keep an eye out and watch and see what you got going on. I've got the Elgato though. That's the thing. I've already got the Elgato, so I don't want to do that whole Reflector 2 stuff. I didn't hit 1.5 in this either. Kind of sucks. I didn't get all the milestones this time, but I'm only 100 units off from having the 1500 to do the Ghost Rider crystal, so that's kind of cool. So I only got 1 million, but just keep an eye out for your name there, buddy. See if you hit the top 200 or top. Well, I think it only does top 100. I've been on this list before, 2 or 3 times, back in the day, before the scores started getting up into the 15 million ridiculous zone. Oh, okay. We do get to go to 200. I did 789. I did watch your video on the new game. I just didn't think they had a title on it at that point in time. So you got 109? Cool. Awesome, man. Congrats. We know how that Phoenix is. Did you get her in the first arena too, or did you just get her in the second one? Yeah, Jamie's down there in North Kakalaki, as some people like to call it. Let's see where we're going to go on this one. Well, I mean, you put stuff out on Reddit, brother. You put it out on Reddit, I'm going to check it out. Ah, you got an Awakening Stone for her. Cool. I'm not really big on her awakened ability. Her awakened ability is that whole thing where she gains back a little bit of life at the end of the fight, right? She's like unstoppable. You can't hit her until she comes back from it. I just don't think it's enough. What? I can say it correctly. Yeah. I've heard people say I mean, I don't know. People say North Kakalaki all the time around here, so. Getting my butt kicked by Colossus, man. POP, what's going on, buddy? Pop. Reddit is a very fickle community, dude. Don't take everything that you post on there too much to heart. What in the crap is going on? Stuck in a load screen. Don't take too much stuff that you see on Reddit to heart because Reddit's full of a lot of trolls too. Get Tim to say it. What in the crap is going on here? Okay, there we go. Tim probably wouldn't know how to say it. But yeah, Reddit's really full of a lot of trolls. I love Reddit to a certain extent, but I don't know. Ah, looks like we got Misha in the chat, guys. Misha, the Pokemon Go kid. I don't understand how he was popular with that song, even with kids. I don't think it was that. I don't think kids would like that song that much. I don't think my kids would like it. I think they would think it was stupid. I don't know. That's just me though. I've got like 41 seconds. I don't want to waste an energy refill when I got like 30 seconds left before the next one pops. I'm OCD like that. Like I feel like I'm wasting 2 energy, so I'm just gonna. There we go. Now it's really gonna bug me. Raleigh HD, what's going on, buddy? Now it's really gonna bug me because I'm gonna end up with 2 at the end of this one. But it's going to take like 5 minutes. Hopefully somebody else hits the help button there. I just got to get really OCD about energy. It drives me nuts. I just feel like I'm wasting energy for no reason. Yeah, it broke your screen with his singing. I can understand that. Come on, somebody else send me a help over. For crying out loud. 5 minutes. I hate this crap. I hate whenever that crap happens. I just feel like I've wasted 2 energy just now. Like I'm never gonna get it back. I wish like whenever we used energy refills that it would like take you over what you had previously and just add on to it like most other games do. Have I seen the latest episode of Flash? Yes. Wait. Yeah, Flash I watched. I didn't watch Arrow last night. I need to watch Arrow today. Did not get to watch it last night, but I did watch The Flash. No spoilers, though. I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's not do spoilers, though, for anybody that does watch it and hasn't got to watch it yet. I like to give everybody at least a week before I start talking about stuff. I do like Ragman, though, for Arrow. Piss. I'll get back in here in just a second. Who is my favorite champ that's come out in like the last 6 months? Really, I think the only one that I have as a 4-star in the last 6 months is Red Hulk, but if I had to pick one that I would love to have as a 4-star, Black Panther Civil War probably is one of the better ones out of the past 6 months, I think. I think he's got the most usefulness out of all the characters that's come out here lately. I haven't. I haven't. Well, I haven't taken him past rank 3 yet. So I mean, I don't use anything in Alliance Wars other than rank 5 characters. I've tried putting Hulk there on Node 12, but he keeps getting moved. Later pop. I don't know where Hulk's at right now in Alliance Wars. I know there wasn't. 12 was already taken up, so I ended up sticking him somewhere else. But usually my characters end up getting moved no matter where I put them at. So that's why it never bothered me to do that. Like, I did that Alliance Wars video, and everybody's like, "Thanks for showing everybody your Alliance's defense," and it's like, it's going to get moved. It gets moved like the last couple of minutes of Alliance Wars before it starts. People go in and start moving stuff around, so doesn't matter if I show it off. Stuff's going to be moved by the end of it anyway. I would love to awaken my Red Hulk, but honestly, I'd love to start getting some actual new characters. That would be ideal, instead of just getting these same characters over and over and over again. I think that's why, I get a lot of comments. People think that I'm like entitled because of the fact that I get a little bit upset sometimes that I get the same characters over and over again. But it's like, I'm sitting with like 3 maxed out characters as far as I know that I can think of off the top of my head. I've got Hulk, Hawkeye, and Daredevil that are sitting at Sig level 99. I don't want to keep getting those guys over and over again. One more time and I'll max out Colossus and Black Widow. I don't want to keep getting those guys over and over again. I'd like to get new characters, especially where I'm not paying for the game. So I mean, whenever I work for a 4-star crystal, I'd love for it to actually be something that I could use. That's not the same thing over and over and over again. Black Widow, the last pull was pretty cool though. I like Black Widow. The higher she goes up, the more useful she is. Same way with Daredevil, but I mean, if I could potentially stay away from getting those characters, I would love it. Well, I can understand that, but I mean, it's really hard to get to the point where it's going to matter anyway, because most of these guys out there, they've already got tons and tons and tons of maxed out Sig 4-star characters as it is anyway. I mean, the more max 4-stars you got, the more potential you got to actually pull a 5-star Immortal Iron Fist, which would be kind of cool from that max Sig crystal. I don't know if anybody's ever pulled pulled one from a crystal yet. I can't keep up with them either, so I should have another 4-star crystal within the next couple of days, depending on how long it takes. How long we can actually do Alliance Wars. So, and depending on whenever Summoner Advancement ends, that should help some big time too. I'm like 500 maybe away. Maybe able to get a 4-star crystal at the end of this. If I can finish it off, I don't know. The way things are going, I doubt we'll finish off what's left here, though, by the end of the stream. About an hour and 19 minutes in right now, hour and 20 minutes in. I've never been a big fan of those army fighting games. Never really been a big fan of them. I know there's tons of people out there that absolutely love playing those kind of games, but I'm just never been, into it that much. There you go, down, Groot. Take you down. See, I liked GoldenEye 007. But I mean, that was like the original first person shooter game. That was the original first person shooter you could actually play with other people. That was always fun as could be. Split screen, 4 people playing the game. It was killer. Venom or Symbiote Suit Spider Man? I don't know. They both have their practical purposes as champions. Symbiote Spider Man can hit really hard. Venom's really cool with his replicate ability, so I think it's kind of a toss up. It's really personal preference there who's the better character in the game. I don't think you could really say one's 100 times better than the other because I think they both have some beneficial purposes that they help them both out in the long run. Venom is definitely really quick. I know that much. Shoot me online with it, man. I won't be able to check it right now. I'll check it after the stream, but hit me up online with it. I think after I finish this one off, I'm going to hit up some of the Road to the Labyrinth and do like the first, or not the first, but the second section of it. I get so bored with doing questing. I really do. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can say it here. I don't mind. How many more paths do I have on this one? At least 3 that I can tell. Yeah, can't look. I was going to look, but I've only finished the first chapter of Road to the Labyrinth, so I'm pretty good on energy right now. I think I've still got like 6 energy refills because I got one that I have to claim. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll be able to tell next time I have to use one how many I've actually got. It should last us the rest of the stream, though, I would think. Especially if I go over and do Road to the Labyrinth, because it's not going to take nearly as much energy on Section 2 as what these ones are. So we got 1, 2, 4 paths left. I hate how they do this crap. It's like, why couldn't this just be one path right here? They'd split it up and make it 2 separate paths, and then there's 2 separate paths here that have to be done. I'd be cool with that, man. I'd be cool with that. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 teaser trailer. Old Man Logan, the trailer for it was really good too. I mean, I know the title's just Logan, but I mean the story's going to be Old Man Logan, so it's going to be Old Man Logan without Old Man Hulk and Old Man Hawkeye. So I think I said it earlier in our stream. I wish we could get Fox and Disney to actually work together a little bit so that we could make these stories a little bit better. Because to me, like if you do an Old Man Logan story, you at least have to have Old Man Hulk and Old Man Hawkeye in them. But we're not going to get that. I just think it's funny that X-23 is going to be Little Miss Sunshine. So, which I mean, she's a pretty good actress. I liked the Little Miss Sunshine. I thought it was a pretty good kind of cult movie in a way. I guess you could say it had a lot of really good actors in it. One of those independent type filmy things. Yeah, I'm good. I've got like six more. I think this is the last one that Hugh Jackman's doing as Wolverine. As far as I've heard, this will be the last one, so we should be getting uh, X-23 introduced into the X-Men films, hopefully. I don't know how that would work though, unless it's just like an alternate timeline or something. Because the way this story's setting up, it's like it's in the future, and there are no. I mean, they seem like they're going with the Old Man Logan story, like it's the future, and there aren't any mutants really left. So I don't know how they'll work it out. I don't know how they'll work it out. I think it would be good if we did get X-23 introduced into the actual X-Men series to counter opposite the Wolverine that we don't have now, but I don't know how they're going to work it all out. We'll see how it all turns out. The trailer looks awesome for it, though. The trailer dropped this morning for Logan. Looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it pans out. I don't know, like they've jumped back and forth so much with Wolverine in these X-Men movies that it's not even funny. I mean, uh, Days of Future Past, he was kind of like the main character in it, and it was all centered around him going back in time, and then you jump into the newest movie, Apocalypse, and it's like they're just introducing him. He was Weapon X Wolverine at that point, so it's kind of weird how they've kind of drawn back and forth on stuff. I don't know. 3 paths to go. 3 paths left. I like the new X-Men movies though. I think that's the big thing is that they do feel like the general public just kind of forgets things, but man, for those of us that actually do watch and pay attention to the movies, like I can't forget that kind of stuff, you know? It's like the last time we saw Wolverine in Days of Future Past, they were kind of, was it Mystique was fishing him out of that river, disguised as, uh, oh, what's his name? The guy that did all the experimenting and stuff on Wolverine, Stryker. So she was disguised as Striker, pulling him out of the pulling him out of the water, and then we get back into X-Men Apocalypse, and Striker's taking all these people in, and hey, what do you know? We've got Wolverine here captured by the actual Striker, who is doing experimentations and stuff on him and turning him into Wolverine. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird at that point, because Stryker knew about Wolverine in Days of Future Past, and then we move on into Apocalypse, and it's like he's building and making Weapon X. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's just like those little small variants with stuff that some things just don't line up for me. They don't line up exactly the way that I thought they would, at least. Nice. How much you make off that? I think the ones I made the most off of were my Silver Surfer #1 and that Uncanny X-Men 266. So those were the biggest ones that I had. I didn't really make a lot of money off of that Marvel Superhero Secret Wars first issue with the Black Suit Spider-Man on it. I had 2 of those, and I didn't make that much money off of them. I think I only sold both of those back when I did sell them for like 150, 200 a piece. So I didn't make like that much money off of them, I don't think. What's going on, HL Zerb? I hope they can tie everything together with this movie. I mean, they're going to have to tie it all together, because, like I said, as far as I know, this is the last Wolverine movie that, or this is the last time we're going to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So I had a 9.8 graded 266, and I sold it for around $500. I want to say it was close to 500. It surprised me how much I actually made off of it, because I don't think I paid more than 150 for it when I first got it. I know it was pretty cheap, because I bought it and I held on to it for probably about 4 years before I sold it. So I think I got it like back in 2005, maybe. No, about 2006. About 2006. I got it as a 9.8, and then I sold it again. I sold it like 2.5, 3 years ago, maybe. I didn't get as much out of that Silver Surfer comic as I thought I would, because I paid $350 for it, and I think I got like $400 for it, so I didn't really make a lot of money. I either paid $350 or $200 for it. I can't remember. But it was like yours. It was only a 6.5, so it's not like really the best in the world. But whenever you go back to that old of a comic, you're not going to really get the best grades in the world on them anyway, especially on a mega-sized extra special edition comic book like that Silver Surfer was. It's a lot harder to keep those kind of intact. Because that is an old book. That is definitely an old book, man. I wish I could have got more money out of them. I don't know. I wish I could have just held on to them, to be honest with you. I wish I hadn't hadn't ever had to sell them. They'd still be in a long box in my closet. That's where I wish they were, just so I could pull them out every now and again to show them to people who don't really care about them. I had some pretty good comics though. I had that 1968 first issue of Silver Surfer. I had a couple of 1970s issues of signed by, but I had one of those. Um, what else did I have? I know that the doc the Doctor Strange issues that I had were one was a bondage cover and one was a like the first Defenders issue, and trying to think what else I had in my little collection. I mean, it wasn't like a huge collection of comics, but I had some pretty decent ones. That Uncanny X-Men 266. I can't think. I don't think I had any more at that. But I mean, just having double runs of the Marvel Superhero Secret War series, that was almost an entire long box in and of itself. Yeah, I didn't have like the first Sabretooth. I just had Sabretooth #1 that was signed. I saw it and I liked it. I always loved that cover of Sabretooth #1 where it had like the claw marks through it. So I had to get it because I've got a copy of it just in the long, you know, my loose, my lover's not dream, the play in high school. So it's like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. Plus he won like some awards for it. So I just always liked the Secret War series. I thought that was like one of the best original stories that they did in the 80s. I just loved that whole idea of it, of the story arc that they ran with it, and then to watch it come to kind of to life on the animated series with Spider-Man was kind of cool too. I mean, it obviously wasn't exactly the same as the Secret War series, but I don't know. Yeah, that What If. There. I was watching the Comic Con, and those guys didn't even realize that Venom Pool was a thing in the comics. But yeah, he was definitely in the comics in a What If series. So this game probably made that popular. Probably made it to the point where it sells so much now. I like the old What If comics though. Like what was it? What if Wolverine had beat Hulk? I think is what it was. Or Hulk had beat. What if Wolverine? What if Hulk had killed Wolverine or something? I can't remember exactly what all the old What Ifs are, but there's a ton of them that are really good. That What If series ran for a long time. I actually like Earth X too. The Earth X series is a really good series. I really like the Marvel Zombie series too. The Marvel Zombie series up until the point where they start bringing in the Howling Commandos. I liked up until that point. When it was actually all about the zombies, it was kind of cool. Once they started doing the Howling Commandos, I think it was like Marvel Zombies 3, 3 or 4. I can't remember exactly which one it is. But whenever they brought in the Howling Commandos, it kind of started going a little bit astray for me. Almond, what's going on, buddy? I can't wait to see Thor Ragnarok because I think it's going to be kind of cool to actually see a variation of Planet Hulk on screen. I mean, it's probably going to be watered down in the same instances like what we got a watered down version of Civil War, but I think it still has potential to be pretty good. Because Planet Hulk was an absolutely amazing comic book series, and it was a really, really good animated feature that Marvel did too. And then it led into World War Hulk, which was really absolutely awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't even know if we'll get to the road to the Labyrinth or not in this episode. I wanted to try and hit it up, but man, by the time I get done with this one, it's going to be almost 2 hours in just doing the Pandemonium Rising. So I got two paths to do on this one, and then I think I'm done with it. I am done with this. I'm done with Pandemonium Rising after this. This is starting to get a little bit monotonous. Can only take so much of this stuff every single day. We got to move on to doing something else. All right, buddy, take it easy, man. Yeah, AQ starts today. Sucks. Yeah, man, sounds good. Just hit me up online and let me know when you're available to talk, and we'll hit up. We'll hit up on something. We'll talk on Skype, or we'll talk on uh, whatever that thing's called. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Jesus, come on. Later, killer. So how's everybody else doing? Yeah, TeamSpeak. I couldn't think of it. Haven't used those things in forever. Got 12 people watching. You guys can hit up chat, man. Come on. Give me something to talk about, guys. I'm starting to go brain numb from playing this questing so much. Or not. Let's not talk. Boom. Let's see if we got any rewards. Yeah, it'd probably be good. We've probably raised item use up pretty good. We may actually get 250 shards from item use with how much I'm doing stuff. So we got item use, nothing. Wow. Draw dupes is live though. Summoner advancement ends in an hour, 14 minutes. Or is that a day and 14 minutes? That's an hour and 14 minutes. So we'll get those later. That's kind of cool. Where am I at? Oof. I still don't have a lot of points for item use, even with all these items I've been using. Oh well. Yeah, draw dupes it's nothing but a money grab. What do I think about Ant-Man? Like what do I think about the movie or the character in game? Character in game, he's pretty beastly now. Especially the more awakened he is with that glancing, man. He's probably one of the best armor champions of the game as far as I'm concerned. Which is a video I have to do. My top 5 armor champions. I haven't done it yet. I've got 2 more top 5s to do in the abilities. And that's going to be armor champions and power drain. Power drain, power burn, power lock champions. So there's 2 more abilities to go over. I kind of feel like power drain, power burn, and power lock are all kind of in the same category. So I think they just kind of fit into the mold about the same. So there's just gonna be one video instead of like making, extra 3 videos on 3 separate things. Yeah, HaHa is an awesome alliance. I love being in HaHa. There's a lot of cool guys in here, a lot of really good guys in here. Just need to break that superhuman barrier, man. We've been 8 off the past 2 times we were in Superhuman, and we're back in Superhuman today, so we'll see how that works out for us at the end of this one. It'd be nice to get 2 crystals back to back, some tier 4s. Man, it's not like I'm hurting for them, I'm not hurting for them. I can do 2 rank 5s right now, I just don't have the tier 4 basics to do it. I'm waiting on some more tier 4 basic shards to be able to get the 5th one, and then I'm going to be taking up Thor or Star-Lord. So, depending on what you guys say, if you watched the last the mass crystal opening video that I did, make sure you comment on that and let me know which character you want to see me take up to rank 5, Star-Lord or Thor. I'm going to be going off of the votes in that, and whichever one has the most votes will be the one that I take up in the next rank up video. Kind of got lucky on that one. It's not really like a hard decision to make. Both of them are really awesome characters to take up, and they both have very, very beneficial purposes for Alliance Wars, Alliance Quests, just about anything you can really throw them into. They're both really awesome for offensive purposes, so kind of looking forward to that one. Talk about how I get that much gold. Mostly I get gold from doing the little bit of questing here and there and doing the arena. Like I try for arenas, I try to hit at least the 1.5 million milestone every single time that there's an arena out. Sometimes I don't. I didn't for the Phoenix arena this time. I only got to 1 million. But, anything that goes over the anytime I have over 42,000 battle chips, I just open up crystals. It's not hard to lose gold. Like whenever I do the next rank 5 video, I'll go back down significantly as far as gold is concerned. It takes about 400,000 gold just to do one rank 5. So, and then it's like 135,000 gold donation every single week in the alliance just to be able to run map 5 every single day. So. I think our donations are 10,000 loyalty points and 42,000 battle chips, and 135k in gold. So it's kind of expensive. I can only imagine how much some of these other guys that are running map 6 have to put out, because map 6 is absolutely expensive, but as I'll get at. They added a new challenge in Animation Throwdown. Awesome. I'll have to give that a look once I'm done with the stream. which I might end the stream after I get done with this last run. We're almost 2 hours in. I like to just do like a 2-hour stream. Sometimes I think 2 hours is way too much as it is anyway, but I like to give people a chance to actually be able to make it and ask questions and be able to see what's going on with you guys too. I'd say once I finish this one up, it's probably going to be the end of the stream though. So I want to try and at least get a couple more videos out today too. I want to try and do another top 5 today, hopefully. Definitely want to do my how to effectively use Gambit video. I should have worked on that last night, but I don't know. I just felt like kicking back and relaxing last night, not actually doing anything. But I should have made it last night. Halloween challenge, awesome. Animation is going to be every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm going to be doing it every single week. So hopefully I'll be able to do at least 2 other videos a week on Animation Throwdown. And then I'm going to save up for everything on Wednesday to be able to do those Animation Throwdown live streams. But definitely going to be doing that. I'm going to be hitting up the arena every Monday in Alliance or in Marvel Contest of Champions 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live stream. Going to be doing a Wednesday duel event every single week for contest at 12 p.m. And I'm going to be doing this every single Thursday, doing a little bit of questing every single Thursday at 12 p.m. So we're going to have a schedule. We're definitely going to have a schedule, and then Animation Throwdown Wednesday at 5 p.m. As long as my time permits it to happen, you know. If I can't, then I'll post on Twitter if I'm not going to be able to stream. Because, like, I know I have a doctor's appointment sometime next week. I don't know when it is. I've just got to wait and see when they call to remind me that I have a doctor's appointment, so that I know that I have a doctor's appointment the next day. But I'm pretty sure it's sometime next week. It's like it was like on the 20th or something along those lines. I just don't remember exactly what day it was. I never write anything down either. That's something I have issues with. I need to start writing down days like I have doctor's appointments. So, and it's a pretty big doctor's appointment too. Like, I've been waiting to I'm going to make a video on it for you guys when I find out exactly what's going on, so you guys are like in the know about me. But I don't know. We'll see what comes of it. I don't know. I swiped and it didn't go over. Will I ever spend money on gems in Animation Throwdown? No, probably not. I mean, if the channel starts making enough money to be able to provide that kind of stuff, then, you know, it's a possibility. But right now, I'm not really going to be spending any kind of money on it. You have 50 seconds. I'm going to wait for that one. I hope everything's cool too. Like, I'll find out more. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we got 30 seconds, so I'll go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about it. So like, I went to the doctor last month, since I have insurance. I went just, you know, to get a checkup. That's what I called, told them I just want to get a checkup. I was just going in to get some heartburn medicine, because I'd rather pay $2 for some generic Prilosec for a whole month, as opposed to paying $30 a month, because that's usually what it costs just to go buy, you know, over the counter Prilosec. So $2 versus $30 a month is 100 times better than, you know, paying the $30. But they talked me into getting like a flu shot, so I got the flu shot. They talked me into getting some blood work done, and the blood work was not exactly the best in the world. So I got to go back in for more tests and stuff sometime this month, just to see what's going on. But That's kind of why I've been up and down here lately. Like sometimes I post late, sometimes I post early. I like to keep everything regular on a schedule, but the one of the things that they found out from the blood work was that my thyroids aren't working the way they're supposed to, and it kind of explains why I've been really kind of groggy, and I get tired a lot. So I've got that issue from the thyroid. Sometimes I'm just tired. I don't feel like doing anything, and some days I just feel like sleeping. Some days I don't feel like doing anything at all. So that's problem. That's the problem with the thyroid's not working. That's the reason I've gained so much weight here lately, is because my thyroids aren't working the way they're supposed to, so it's not burning the fat like it's supposed to. Um, so that's an issue, and really, like the most concerning things were that, and this is the reason I have to go back in, is that they found two spots on my liver enzyme test. So I don't know what that is, or what it could be. I mean, it could be anything really. It could be diabetes. It could be cancer. It could be nothing. You know, it could be my liver's not working, or is in the process of failing. I don't know yet. That's why I got to go back in a couple of days to kind of see what's going on. So it kind of sucks. How many max 3 stars do I have? A pretty decent amount. I don't know off the top of my head, but I got a pretty good lot. So I've got a lot of stuff on my mind lately. Got a lot of stuff on my mind trying to stay positive. I mean, I think the thyroid medicine's been helping, but some days I've got tons of energy. Some days I just don't have any energy at all. But it's not it's not as bad as it used to be as far as the energy goes. You know, I have more good up days than I have like bad down days here lately. So that's always a good thing. Since I've been taking the medicine that the doctor prescribed me, I've noticed that there's more up days as far as energy goes than there used to be. So I'm pretty happy about that, pretty thankful. But some days it just feels like the medicine doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Is Falcon any good without the rest of his crit team? I think he is. I like Falcon. I think he's a pretty good character. I did that how to effectively use Falcon video not too long ago if you want to check it out. I think he's got some good stuff. I don't think he's like the worst character out of the newest bunch that they brought in, but he's not by far the best. But he's not the worst either. So that's the key thing that you have to keep in mind. He's not an awful champion. He's got a pretty good incinerate. He's got a pretty good bleed. He's got some pretty good buffs. Red Wing Scan's pretty good. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty decent. The fact that I know what's going on with me. I don't like going to the doctor. I don't know anybody who actually enjoys going to the doctor because of the fact that there are so many, especially whenever you start getting up like in age. Because I'm 30, so there's potentially a lot more bad stuff that could be going on with your body the older that you get. So it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, but it's kind of good in a way, to kind of keep thorough and keep check on stuff. But if I find out anything about the worst case scenario stuff come next week, I'll let you guys know what's going on with me. But we're closing in on that 2 hour mark. We've been going for 2 hours. We finished up chapter 2, 100% of the Pandemonium Risings. So we'll hit up some more of that next week. Hopefully we'll get into a little bit of the road to the Labyrinth next week as well. But alright guys, so that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And that's going to be it. Later.